Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Ray, DIY Nation in the house. Guys, as you can see, I'm profiling my Nikon I just picked up. As you know, I'm a Nikon shooter for a long time. So I ended up picking up the Nikon Z5II, as you can see here. Now, if you haven't noticed, I have my FTZ mount on this camera. When I first got into the mirrorless system, I have Z6, the current Z6, the first one that came out, and I ended up picking up the mount, which they was giving it away at the time as a rebate. So I picked it up, and now I'm going to utilize it for my camera here. Now, as you can see, it fits pretty nicely. With the first generation, we have the little screw mount on here. So that's, had the version 1. Now, when I attach this to this, let me show you what happens and what you're going to have to do. All right, it's already attached. I turned it on, and I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can show it to you. All right, you get a little indication that the FTZ mount adapter firmware is not supported. So I have to upgrade the firmware. Very easy to do. All right, so what you're gonna need, the SD card, as I have a couple here. So I'm gonna take one of these out, and we're gonna go over to my computer, and I'm gonna show you how to get those files so this can actually work on the Z5II. Stay with me, please like, subscribe, and let's just get into it. Let's go. Okay guys, now you can sit in front of the computer. As you can see, I'm working on a Mac. You can do this with Windows. So just go up to your search bar, type in Nikon Z5II firmware update, and you're gonna get this right here, the Nikon Download Center. Just click on that, and it's gonna take you straight to what you need. Now that's for the software. Now let me back up. This is for the firmware if you need to update this firmware. Now we're gonna have to look for the firmware for the FTZ mount. So this is not the one you're gonna need. So mistakenly. So what I'm gonna do is gonna go back here to firmware center. All right. And you can do either two ways. You can go through this type of, or you can go up here and search. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look for FTZ, see what comes up. Here we go, and hit search. And right here you're gonna see it shows you the firmware. So we're gonna click on that, and this is what the release date for that. So let's go over here, and we're gonna go view download page. This is to bring up the Mac, and this is the firmware you're gonna be looking for. So, and make sure you go down here, hit accept, and you can hit find a location that you're gonna download. Now this is gonna download to my download file. After it's on my download file, then I'm gonna take it and drag it over to my SD card. So let's just hit that. And this is the file right here. So what I'm gonna do, I don't believe I can see my SD card on here. Let's see if I can, if I have it. I might have it, but I just don't know. No, I don't see it on the side, so no biggie. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna just take this, come out of my business. I'm gonna go look for my download file, which is right there. And I'm gonna create a new file so it makes it easier. And I'm just gonna call it Nikon. All right, you don't have to do that, but it just makes it easy for me to find it. So there's my Nikon, that's my FTZ firmware, and we're gonna do just hit download, and it's gonna pretty much be instant. Then we go over here, open it up, and there it is. So once you bring it up onto your file, now I might take this and find my SD card and drag it to it.
Bring this down here. And let me just make sure it's registered. I might have to pull it in and out of my connection. Now, as you see on this side, it showed up right there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this file and drag it to that SD card right there. And it's copied. I'm going to double click it, and there it is. All right. Once you do that, then I'm going to double click the file to open it up, update, and that's what you need, the bin file. So let's move this out of the way, because you want this bin file to be on the top directory pretty much. Drag it right there, and you see that bin file? It's right there. So now you're going to eject your SD card from your computer, and you're going to take the SD card and put it into your camera. So let's get that done.
Okay, guys, once you got your card formatted, just gonna place it in the top slot, close it. Now, I find you put your FTZ mount on the camera, and you're just gonna turn it on. Let me open the screen here. Flip this around. Okay, and you're gonna see it's gonna still come up with the not compatible. Pretty much, all you have to do is go to your menu, firmware version. You're gonna just hit to the side. You're gonna see update for memory card, and you're just gonna click that. And I hope you can see that. But that's what it says. Update for memory card. You'll see it. Click it, and it's gonna give you a new version. All right, and you're gonna go on, hit that, and it's gonna let it do its thing. All right, so it's gonna take several minutes to get done. Actually, a few seconds. Complete shut off camera. And now we should turn it back on. It should recognize the FTZ mount. So let's do that. And yes. All right. So now I don't have that screen that tells me it's incompatible. Everything is good. So that's how you update your firmware for your FTZ mount for the Nikon Z5II. So I hope that's helpful. Any questions in the comment, hit me below. And subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Be good. Later.